Hello and welcome to the show. I am here on GTA 5 with another Versus the Army. Today we are going to see how the faction Donk does up against them. These are just ridiculous vehicles. I have no idea kind of strength-wise how long this is going to survive. I kind of fear that the wheels might be a little bit exposed. Could well be asking for trouble with them if they take a few too many hits. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see how it's going to fare. I'm trying to just lower the car down to where you were. I think would probably be a good idea. Nope, now we're just twisting about the suspension. Well, that might not work. There we go. Sorted. Right, it's as low as the thing will go anyway. Hopefully, we'll give it the best chance of getting away from the army. I don't really know how speed-wise this is going to do. I mean, potentially we could bounce over a few cars that end up heading our way, but I'm not 100% sure of that one. Right, Army, what are you going to do about the bright orange faction? We've got we have got pretty decent turning circle. Unfortunately, we just got clipped by something, and that's put us in a bit of trouble. Oh, we haven't not got the acceleration for that, dear God. It does take its sweet time getting going, although the barracks is going to get himself more stuck there than I am. So, you lot can make a robot. In fact, the barracks can vanish. I definitely call that cheating army tactics, having vehicles that can vanish. Whoa, we are very oversteery on the dirt there. There was some sudden sliding from the faction. Uh-oh, this could only end really badly. Really badly. Let's make sure I can get it turned through here, and then we can watch the army get stuck. Oh, please drive into that. Oh, they didn't quite drive into... There's a little drain down there that if you put your vehicle into, you cannot get out again. Certainly, a monster truck can, but most normal vehicles can't. I was really hoping the barracks would end up in there, but that was not the case. That is a little disappointing. We've got quite a lot of oversteeriness going on from this on the dirt. It's not actually very nice out there, so if we do end up having to go off-road, I mean, this has certainly got the ground clearance to be going off-road. Well done, Crusader. I saw you just drive straight into a crash barrier over there. Right, straight line speed, how are we faring? About 80-ish miles an hour. Uh-oh. Okay, well, we're apparently being marshalled off towards the prison. Okay, never mind. The car did not like the idea of going to prison, so we got a huge oversteer moment, and that put us back on the motorway. Well, I mean, that was quite helpful, really. Thank you, car. Which way should we go? I don't really like going to the left. It's a slightly longer way to get to the city, but there are, a big group of vehicles up ahead for me to be worrying about. We can't really crack more than sort of 80 or so miles an hour. Oh, well, it really does not take much. All it needs is the tiniest of tags from one of these cars, and the faction goes round. That's a little bit of a pain. It might make getting away inside the city a little bit tough. Often cars you can get away with the odd bump here and there and so on, but this you really can't. Also, the other difficulty with it is, well, pure size. It's not the smallest car, so some of the really narrow gaps that you can find, we're probably not going to be able to hide in. Speed-wise, we are struggling to get much above 80, so the helicopters are all there. Hello, helicopters. No, go away, Messer. I really don't need you giving me any more assistance or trying to weave as much as I can to cause the car's issues. It has worked. It does, for such a large, ridiculous vehicle, this thing does actually get turned quite well. That change of direction, while not massively fast, is pretty good. I was wondering whether I was hoping the messes were going to fight each other so much they end up missing the slip road. That was not the case. Alright, we'll fly across the dirt here. We've made it into the city relatively unscathed. We've had a couple of spins, but aside from that, no real problems. We will have to use the buildings as a floating cone there. That's quite impressive, Army. You've learned a new trick, and all that is going to do very much... I mean, it might distract me enough for me to crash, but other than that, it's not really going to do a huge amount of slowing down the faction. Oh, we have got out of the wanted radius very briefly. Unfortunately, couldn't quite make the most of it. We have again got out, though. That's not bad going. Not that I can really go anywhere in here. Therein lies our difficulty. If you could open that would be awesome. Otherwise, I'm just going to hide... Oh, crap. I'm just going to hide sort of here-ish. That here is just quite dangerous because if they do come down here, which they're likely to, I don't really have very much in the way of getting out. Let's have a shuffle, shall we? I've got to spin myself around because if they do find me, or more, I should probably say when, because I think it's very unlikely they will just ignore the donk here. Yeah, because they are coming down this little alleyway now. Right, we've got to try and get a move on here. If we can... Oh, crap. Can't get out there. Oh, I'm not here. Army, I'm really not here at all. Completely and utterly ignore me. No, I said ignore me, goddammit. Not come off, for God's sake. If I could have got through that gate there, we might have been alright. Unfortunately, it was rather... You know, or you can just take a day off and sit there looking at the cars. You know, that's perfectly fine. Why couldn't you have done that when you first saw me? Why are you running across the road, you moron? You're running back the other way. You're an idiot. You deserve to be run over. I hope the army did run him over. Yeah, why couldn't that army dude have just sort of blankly stared in the wrong direction when he came to look for me? That would be so much more helpful, but no, he has to do his job initially and then give up. Damn. Right, where are we going to be heading with this? Now, that little bit more ground clearance, wasn't quite bumpy enough. Could come in useful, certainly for kind of bouncing across curbs. I don't know if this has got enough ground clearance to jump sort of from a bridge onto the motorways. Now, that can be quite a useful tactic to getting rid of the army. I have used it a little bit before with some vehicles because, yeah, they really don't quite know what to do because, well, let's face it, they just can't follow you when you do that one. So that could be a possible route, or I could actually use, you know, the sort of proper gaps to get down here. Oh, crap. But I probably would have been better off turning around. Would have been a lot better off turning around because it's just going to bring me back up around here. Okay, it's not too bad, though. I wonder if... Ooh, I have a plan. I have a cunning plan that will rely on those army guys not paying attention. Don't pay attention to me. Just stay too far back. I think the helicopters are too close for my cunning plan to work. One day this plan will work and it will be glorious. I will jump off the motorway, I will head towards the construction site, and then I will drive up here and the army won't know what to do. Unfortunately, I don't think that plan is today because there's a helicopter right behind me, but I'm going to give it a shot because if I get inside here, maybe the helicopter will lose sight of me and give up. This is the hoping. This is the hoping that we are going for here. Unfortunately, I do have to keep sticking my nose out. Crap, this is fairly exposed up here. Helicopter, get bored. Please, helicopter, just get bored. I would be quite happy to hide my car in here. Okay, right, now. Are the helicopters going to lose sight of me? I'm hoping they kind of try to shuffle each other, like shuffle around to get a better view of me, and I might end up out of the cone of vision. Plan isn't really working at the moment, is it? They are still somehow they've apparently seen me, but I don't quite know where from. Aha, that's better. That's much better. It's much more like it. Oh, no, they've seen me again. Okay, he's over there. Arse. This is a surprisingly good construction site vehicle. Ooh, idea! This idea could end up... That probably won't work, will it? You got the same... Whoa, that's a low-flying helicopter. Nah, the helicopters are too good. Now that they're actually here, the helicopters are far too good at keeping track of me. Oh, that's probably... Oh, I didn't quite see the building there. Never mind, we're fine. Ow, we got shot a couple of times. I was wondering if jumping the car down the elevator shaft might have worked. There's kind of potential for it if the elevator shaft didn't just drop out into the kind of very bottom of the construction site. And if it didn't drop down, or if it did drop down into the very bottom of the construction site and it was a kind of a relatively small area, I could get stuck. That's why I didn't go for that route. I saw that Crusader. That was some poor driving from army standards. And the army standards on this game are shockingly low. So it takes a special effort to really stand out as completely and utterly terrible. Where are we going to go? I think that construction technique would work pretty well, but we need to... Oh, that... God damn, the rear of this car just lets go when cornering hard. That's not really what I want from a vehicle when trying to get away from the army. I've driven many vehicles on this game. Not that many of them have that issue. Very rare. Most of GTA 5 cars are pretty damn easy to drive very quickly. They just have a mile of grip and don't really have very much in the way of problems. You don't really get oversteer from 90% of the, probably 99% of the cars, this being the one exception. It's a real pain in the ass sometimes. Have we got rid of the helicopters yet? Helicopters, have you gone away? Oh, okay, thank you for slowing down, Crusader. You could have really screwed me over there if you had been paying attention and trying. Now I wonder if we might be stuck in a little bit of, we have had this with a few vehicles as well, a perpetual circle where I am fast enough to stay out of trouble and they can't really do very much to stop me, but I'm not quite quick enough to actually get away. Now we have seen that from a few cars. I think this one might be, I don't think it's quite that slow. We have got, you know, we can hold 70 miles an hour without too many troubles around here. Right, we are out of the cone of vision again, but we are not in a good enough place to find anywhere to hide. There's just army vehicles every which way we look. Where can we dive off to the side? We need to really lose the cone of vision somewhere a little bit. Oh, I was thinking about going in the car park, but I think they're going to be too close. The big car parks, that'll work in, but this car park, that one there, is not a particularly large one. However, we have lost the cone of vision once more. I wonder if we can... please don't let there be an army car. Ah, crap, someone saw me. Anyway, just trying to get to the alleyways that are around here, but I am not far enough away at this moment in time. Damn. Oh, hello, barracks. Nope, I can't. Oh, God. I could potentially make the most of these alleyways. Try diving down a few of them in the hopes of losing the cars. That would be quite helpful. Oh, I was planning on going down here. The Jeep caused a little problem, but there we go. Yeah, so we can use the ground clearance of the faction to climb over some smaller cars. We could probably climb over like that wall, for example, there, if we were needing to. Fortunately, at this precise moment in time, that's not actually going to do us much good. Right, let's keep bouncing away off-road down here. Between these, well, I say off-road, off the main roads at least. Keep these tall buildings, trying to give problems to the helicopters. It's not quite working, though. Have we got any more army cars? We haven't got any army cars down here by the looks of it. We might potentially be able to... aha! This is more like it. This is a lot more like it, in fact. Right. Now, we need to get undercover, and get undercover quite quickly. The issue being here... oh, no, that could work out quite nicely, actually. I was going to say, the issue being here, I wasn't actually in a very good place. However, I forgot this can climb over the small walls that would stump the normal sports cars. Right, faction. In fact, we may have a small army issue, because there is a gate there. Crap, I can see the army guys over that side. Right, faction. Ah, they came the other side as well. God damn it. They really did do a good job of coming looking for me. This may not work. Oh, no, we're fine. We're fine. We may not be quite fine the other side. Can we get out of... No, we can't really get out of there. Oh, my car is stuck on the bridge. That's not ideal. Okay, army guys, I'm sorry about this, but I need the turning space over here. It was worth a shot. Unfortunately, they all got out of their vehicles to come and have a go at me. That's not very fair of them, is it now? Hello. Yeah, you're not doing a very good job of... They're not doing a very good job of getting out of the way of the vehicle, are they? Oh, crap. Small bump there. Okay, it was worth a shot. Sorry, dude, but I'm in a hurry. That's not quite where I thought it was. Well, we're going to play around here. Sure, I don't see why not, really. Where is the road? There's the road. I knew it was somewhere over somewhere over this part of the map. There was a road. If I could find, like, the right house, I think that tactic could work really well. I don't know that area well enough, really, to hide myself in the buildings. There's cars coming that way, so maybe I need to get a little bit further away from them before we hide, because we don't have that speed. We're struggling with that overall sort of acceleration, straight line speed. The fuel tank is holding out really well. I kind of feared that it might be a bit easy shooting the fuel tank on this. That is not the case. This has been a pretty damn long chase, and the faction is holding up. It's not smoking. It's, yeah, the wheels are all staying, pointing the right direction. Oh, careful, careful, careful. Sorry, dude, but I needed to carry speed down there. Where are we going to go? I could head storm drains. They tend to work. I think, though, this isn't actually quite fast enough for storm drains to really work. That ruiner was causing troubles, god damn it. And again, car parks and so on. We might not quite have enough speed for the likes of those to be a viable strategy. Oh, racing into oncoming traffic is not a good idea. You're not going to get turned around in time, that's for sure. Wonder if... Now, I have used this place here to my advantage a couple of times. You've got to be aware of the security guards that are around here, because they are a pain in the arse, because they will sort of fight, they will readjust the wanted radius. However, down here tends to be a pretty nifty little hiding spot. Question is, have I got far enough away in the first place? That is the thing now. With the sports cars, the supercars that I have hidden around here, the very fast vehicles, you can pull a huge margin before you dive off into the movie studio, for example. I'm not sure that this quite can, but let's have a wait and see. There are definitely army vehicles come down here. It's definitely at least, well, there's a police car. At least one army vehicle tried to come down here. Now, the map is very deceptive. It doesn't show up army vehicles unless you've seen them normally, so there could well be a lot more of them down here. In fact, there is a police car heading this way now. In fact, that's not good. Maybe if we can just sneak around this corner up here. I'm just trying to keep ahead of it. Okay, can we play this really silly game? Oh, bugger, no I can't, because if I go forward, there's probably going to be army cars sat around that bit there. No! No! God damn it! It was a guy. Oh, there wasn't anyone. Where's the rest of them then? Normally they just light up in here and fill the... Oh, there's the rest of them. Now they're coming. One guy on foot was determined. We did not have very much speed in reverse. Damn it. Wow, I mean, I admire the commitment. I probably should have gone... yeah, I should have gone out. I was expecting there to be the normal line of cars when I dive into the into there. Oh, this could work though. Okay, well it would work if we'd stop spinning the damn thing. Go, find some speed in reverse. Find some speed in reverse, and let's get in this car park. We've got a huge lead this time around. It might be enough. I think we might just about have enough to do it. Oh, there we go. Fingers crossed this will work. Don't go up to the roof. Hello, Dominator. Don't mind me. I'm in a rush. I'm in a bullet-ridden amount of bullets in this faction. It's it looks like it's been through the war some here, and that's the roof. Let's not go up on there because then the helicopters can see us. In fact, we probably want to really park in the middle of the car park as much as we can, so helicopters and passing vehicles. I don't think there's any motorways. There's no kind of high roads around here for the vehicles to run along. Quite a lot of the other big multi-stories are by the elevated motorway, so yeah, let's hide in here. I think this will probably do the trick. I think we were far enough away. The army will be heading up here. I think they're going to run out of time though to do very much about it. There is stairs in that corner that the soldiers may run up. To be fair, they often just run up the bloody ramps, but it's not going to matter. We have got away. How close did they come to catching? I don't even know if they bothered far. There they are. Okay, they got a couple of floors up as he goes to bugger off. Well, that's some impressive driving there. That is some very impressive driving. The Donk is not a completely awful vehicle. I've got to say, the strength of this car has really impressed me. To have survived that long of a chase is very good going. It's not particularly quick, so it does have some issues shaking the army, but the strength to keep up a pursuit for that long and, you know, get stuck on the bridge and get shot at and so on, yeah, it's not even smoking. So that is impressive from the faction. So it can get away from the army now, though, to really test its strength as it tackles the dangerous road. So one of the big difficulties that cars have been having when trying to survive the dangerous road is often the damage. The longevity of the chase and the fact that the car tends to be quite slow moving means that the army often shoot out the fuel tank. The leaky fuel will either lead to the vehicle just simply breaking down, or it will set fire to itself and explode. Now, we have seen many vehicles go out in that manner. However, the faction, well, it managed to survive a very long chase, and there were times when I was stuck on the bridge and so on. I reckon this may well have the strength. It may well have the strength to survive it. There is always the possibility of a lucky shot from the army, grazing the fuel tank, etc. But yeah, having survived such a long chase already, I think it stands in pretty good stead. And the exposed wheels weren't a problem. Not the problem that I was expecting. I thought these might get bent up very easily. That is not the case. So we have that going for us as well. Oh, God, I forgot about the oversteer. Coming down there. Yeah, the oversteer could be a small issue. The chances are, though, when we're actually on the dangerous road, well, we're not really going to go fast enough. We're not going to be going fast enough to actually have oversteer problems from the vehicle. So, yeah, we may get a small bit on the way there, but I'm not really worried too much about that. The perhaps larger potential problem... Oh, I don't want to go up there, fight him. There is a messer on the slip road. Is that the faction getting pushed into the water. This is not the fastest vehicle. It's not the fastest accelerating vehicle. If it does get in trouble, I cannot boot it and get away in the same manner that some of the best vehicles for this have done. I'm thinking like the Baja Buggy and so on. It is a half-decent vehicle off-road because of its ground clearance, so I might be able to potentially avoid some stuff. We can probably go over rocks and climb sort of the walls either side of the dangerous road without too much trouble. But it's not going to be, it's not going to be massively fast. So army vehicles pushing it into the drink are probably the most likely way. Ooh, I wasn't expecting him to reverse there. Army vehicles pushing this into the drink is probably the most likely way that the faction will fail this challenge. Having said all of that now, we're probably going to get the fuel tank shot out in about 2 minutes and the wheels will all buckle, but there we go. There's army guys running down the road to greet me. That's... They really are going all out this time. They do not want to be embarrassed by the faction once again. Oh, crap, there's a lot of army vehicles down here. Don't put me in the petrol station. Crap, we're just going to drive down through people's kind of front... I was going to say front garden. It's not really front garden. There is it, front yard. We're through, though. We're fine. We're actually carrying some half-decent speed off-road. We're going to get some big bumps and some big airtime, and I don't quite know. That barracks could have made it really awkward for me. Instead, he turned the wrong way and kind of just got out of the way. It's always nice when they do that, really. I would probably have done better going off-road here, although the damage is not really of major concern to me. I think it is probably more likely this thing bouncing around off-road. I could easily roll the vehicle. That'll probably do more damage than I've received from the army. Again, as I said, you know, it survived very, very well. That last chase, we had no issues with it, so I think it can stand up a little bit better, stand up to some of the punishment. Well done, guys. That was a big takeout of your own roadblock. They're all over the place today. Okay, now begins the most challenging part of the journey so far. We've got to navigate these bridges. Now, we have used... Oh, that's a big endo from my... Actually, that's quite impressive. We have used some alternate strategies to avoid some of the worst bits of these bridges in the past, which we can potentially do again. I don't really want to fight against a barracks, so I will come down here. You know, you've always still got to be aware there is quite a lot of water around here that things could go... I don't actually know how much water this thing can wade through. I would imagine it might be a little bit more than a normal vehicle can. I would assume it would be, but yeah, I don't actually know how much the Donk can wade through. We're potentially going to find out if we end up in the river trying to survive the dangerous road. Oh, the barracks have crashed into one another. Well done, chaps. And we will try and make our way back onto the road without rolling over a rock. There we go. Hello, barracks. Now, if we can have no barracks on this bridge where there is no alternate route, and we don't, oh, fantastic. We have lost the bonnet, but that is what we wanted to see. No barracks on the one bridge that we can't avoid. There's no other way around that one. You can't go through the water. It's too wide to jump and far too deep to wade through. Well, that's an impressive start to the dangerous road. This is a bad place to find a barracks. I think we can probably... Oh, well, I mean, we have got past it. Not really carried the momentum that I wanted to, but we have got past it. Now, we're going to squish ourselves against the wall. This is where the damage, the strength of the faction will come in handy if we can ride a few of these hits. I mean, ideally... Oh, crap, I think we may have bent a wheel up. Possibly. Either that or we are struggling to get going again. Oh! There. Just a Crusader on its roof. How did you manage that? That is really impressive. There was at no speed as well. It just fell over. Okay, we have taken some really heavy hits here, I think. Oh, that's not a fun sight either. Just block it. I'm sorry, hiker, but I have to go through that gap. I didn't have time to wait. Oh, Christ. We're just getting mullered by everything. It's still, the faction keeps going. Not sure for how much longer. Army guys getting out of vehicles are bad news. Run! They got the fuel tank now. Yeah, he's too slow. As much as I would love it to, and it's got a bent wheel, which makes the oversteer even worse. As much as I would love it to be able to survive here, it's so slow. Right, we're going to have to douse it. Douse the car! Or it might explode it before we get there. Nope. Oh, it's gone. Couldn't quite put the fire out. It's too slow to tackle the dangerous road. He's got a good strength. However, the vulnerability, after those sort of 3-4 really heavy hits, it just can't get going again quick enough. I did fear that that may be a small issue. We didn't end up in the water. It actually rode the hits quite well. Squishing the car against the rock face worked, but I can't get going and I can't get the traction. I can't get the car going forward fast enough to get it out of trouble, so the next truck comes along, stops it dead again, and then it's viable or liable to get shot a number of times. Yeah, okay, it's not quite strong enough for that. The city chase was impressive, though. Inside the city, it had impressive maneuverability. The speed was not great, but it was enough to get it away, and with a little bit of luck and a little bit of good timing, yeah, the Donk can be used to escape the army. However, it does struggle with a little bit of lack of speed. Anyway, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.